Turn now to yet another nightmare for Kenya's poor. It's now emerging that more than 120 million shillings meant to cushion the country's poor has gone into private pockets.
An ongoing audit ordered by the Labour Secretary Kazungu Kambi suggests that there were at least 1,400 ghost beneficiaries on the disability list.
And that's not all. A new method of identifying regions in great need of the injection of funds may just lock out those who need it the most.
Kenyans reports on the story that we are following jointly with the Standard newspaper.
Days before Christmas last year, the elderly in Nyeri County lined up at the local post office. The government had finally disbursed funds allocated to them just in time for the Christmas celebrations. Each was entitled to 2,000 shillings, an amount meant to tie them through the month. They all knew that they were fortunate to make it into the list of those who received the funds. Joseph Mwangi has been trying for years to get listed in the cash transfer program. Joseph lives at the side of the road in Nakuru's London estate with his 3 children, raising money for meals by providing casual labor. 3 years ago, he heard about the cash transfer program initiated by the government. Then 71 years old, he applied but was rejected.
Sasa tuliandikwa karibu miaka 3 na hatuja hata kuona nini Mombasa wote wapewa usaidizi wowote na pesa sinatoka.
And now it emerges that Kenya's poor have been losing an estimated 120 million shillings annually from the fund meant to ease the burden of poverty, with a portion of this money allegedly going to ghost beneficiaries.
Hizo pesa mimi kusikia kisijaziona.
Serikali inatoa lakini huku kwetu hazifiki. Pesa hizo ambazo hazipatikani na sisi wazee bali zinabebwa na watoto wadogo underage.
Since 2004, the government has sought to provide the poorest of households a stipend to enable them to afford the basics. The amount disbursed by the government rose to 12.5 billion shillings in 2013, with the World Bank pledging another injection of 22.5 billion shillings over 4 years, enough money to cushion a large fraction of the country's poor. Except that 2013 was also the year when the government adopted a controversial method of identifying areas in great need of a helping hand. The cash transfer program targets persons with disabilities, the elderly, the urban hungry, the orphans, and vulnerable children. Initially, a committee identified the needy at the grassroots level. Money was disbursed according to the poverty level of a region. Under pressure from members of parliament, now the government has come up with a new formula. 30% of the funds set aside to cushion the poor shall be shared equally among all 290 constituencies, while 70% will be shared among the constituencies with the lowest number of beneficiaries. With this method, all constituencies will end up having almost the same number of beneficiaries. This is proving contentious, owing to the fact that the new formula assumes that all the constituencies have uniform poverty levels and the same number of orphans, elderly persons, and vulnerable children. Additional cracks have also emerged, with at least 1,400 ghost beneficiaries eating into funds meant for the poor. The irregularities mean that even as the government works to expand the program, questions abound as to just how many of the country's poorest people are likely to benefit. The uncertainty now causing even those who receive the funds to salt away a little for the rainy day that may just be around the corner. Wilkes Denabo, KTN.